Welcome back. Joining us now is Nina Atwood, relationship expert and author of the new book, Date Like a CEO, Leadership in Life and Love for Men. So Nina, welcome. Glad to have you back.
Thank you.
Singles coach.
Yes.
And advisor.
There are a lot of men out there who need help.
Who need help. So this is primarily a topic for men who need to know about leadership even in a dating relationship?
Especially in dating, because the #1 thing women look for in men is confidence. So a guy needs to be able to step up to the plate when he wants to date a woman. When he meets a quality woman, he's got to show some leadership. Call her, ask her out. None of this texting for hanging out and booty calls and that kind of stuff. You know, that just doesn't work. If he wants to date, to find someone to share his life with.
So what are some of the examples of behavior that would simulate a CEO type role in professional life that translate over to the dating life?
Well, a CEO has to have a strategy. He has to know where he wants to take the business. A guy who's dating, who's single, needs to have a strategy for his life. He needs to say, you know, one of the most important things in life is to carefully choose the person you're going to go through life with.
Sure.
Because you make a bad choice and it can haunt you for years and even decades. You make a good choice, you have a wonderful platform to have a very fulfilling life. So,
so is that why the divorce rate is now over 50%, because guys aren't
making the right decisions?
Making the right decisions and being a CEO?
That's one of the reasons, yes. People not dating, understanding the purpose of dating. And so being a leader means that you understand that purpose and you say, well, I'm dating to find a quality person to spend my life with. I'm not just out here having fun and games, drifting along.
Sure. Well, a lot of guys do that. Well, she's okay, she's pretty to look at, we have a little bit of chemistry, and they string her along for a year knowing it's not their wife. So if they're going to have that CEO attitude, they need to say, this person's not for me for marriage.
Cut them fast.
You're fired.
One of the things seriously, you know, because a
CEO.
I guess so.
A good CEO hires slowly and fires quickly when it's not working. A guy in dating should do the same thing. He should date slowly, put off sex for a very long time. Make sure you're
How long?
Good advice.
How long are you talking about?
Good advice for both men and women.
For both men and women, until you are in love and you're with the person you know is the one, maybe even until marriage. You know, what's wrong with that?
What if you got a strong woman and you still want to be the CEO, you still want to have that leader cap on? What about a woman that's very strong and now you just know right at the top, you're out of here,
Well,
right?
I try to tell strong women, I'm a very strong woman, but I try to tell them there's a time to let guys take the lead. And in dating, it's so important because it's absolutely wonderful to be courted. I mean, there's nothing better than a guy who's chasing after you and pursuing you, a high-quality guy. And so why not let that happen? Because it works well for her. She loves it. It works well for him because he shows that confidence and that leadership that is so attractive.
I know I loved it, and Richard is my fiance. I love that he always said, look, we're going here tonight. I didn't even have to make a decision. You know, you make decisions in so many other areas when you're a strong woman, living by yourself, paying your own bills, and, you know, having that career. So I like that he said, I'm taking you here, you're going to love it. I like that he set the dates. I like that, you know, to me, that he called all the time. I didn't have to worry about, is he going to call? He took
charge.
Yeah.
And my husband did that too, and I'm a very strong woman. I loved how he took charge in the beginning of our relationship and the calling. You don't want to leave a woman wondering where she stands with you. Tell her, you know, be the leader.
And that, you hear that all the time. The stereotypical problem is that the guy is just happy going along without making a commitment, enjoying the relationship to whatever degree, you know, however far they've taken it. And the woman finally ultimately says, okay, where is this going?
That's right.
And that's when you have the awkward conversation and the guy doesn't want to commit or hasn't been showing leadership.
Yes, he hasn't been showing leadership. He's been drifting along. And that's painful for men and women. Why do that? Why clutter your life with drawn out bad relationships that cause people pain? Why not quickly get out when you know that that is not someone that you can envision?
Because the guy wants to date several women at one time. That's the guy's perspective is why commit to one girlfriend?
Everybody.
Another date set up. I'm just saying some guys, some you know, some people approach it that way.
But
that's a
haunts
problem,
you.
right?
I've seen people get married out of those kinds of relationships. at where the guy is drifting along with her, but eventually one day he looks up, he's been with her for 2 years, and it's so sticky now he can't get out. He feels bad about breaking up. And sometimes people will get married to validate a bad relationship.
Which is the worst thing in the world you can do.
Which is a huge mistake.
And I think, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, we love top 10 lists.
Yeah.
Give us your top 3. Leadership, you said, was number 1. What are 2 and 3 for a guy?
To show that you really want that person, carefully choose who you're dating so that you know you're dating someone who is the one. Someone who shares your values is vitally important. Sure. Not just someone you have chemistry with, but who shares your values.
So you're looking for a best friend that kind of has the same ideas and values that you do.
You're on the same main page in life, and you want the same things out of life. That's what you're looking for.
But what about people
dating.
who say opposites attract? Is that out the window? Do you think you shouldn't have too many differences, or that leads to problems down the road?
Well, let's face it, men and women are inherently different, so we have that going for us.
Yeah.
But the second thing
Men are from Mars.
That's right, and it's a continuum. You want someone who's different from you, but not so vastly different that you don't even share the same page.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's what's important. Leadership and
guys,
dating.
step up.
Step up.
Show a little leadership.
Yeah.
Make that reservation, but make it quickly because Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Thanks, Dinah. Really appreciate you being here.
Yeah, that was
Coming up
great.
next on the
Thank
Texas
you.
Daily, can Paula Deen make a comeback or not? We're going to talk about her new business venture right after this. Stay here.